Hey, excellent. Good evening. This is Catherine Holland of catherineholland.co.uk, inspiring author and breath coach, creating your life without limits. This is great fun. Welcome to this evening, where this webinar is going to be a guided breathwork experience for you. And it's the first time I've done this on air. Normally my webinars have been about rebirthing breathwork, about sessions, about why we do rebirthing breathwork, why it's called rebirthing, all that stuff. But today we are just going to do an experiential workshop. So I'm going to be as brief as I can. I'm going to talk you through the guided breathwork experience. I've been a rebirthing breathworker for 25 years, and I believe that I owe my life to this technique when I lost 4 pints of blood in a few minutes after being struck by a car. Today I'm going to talk you through this guided breathwork experience. It's not a personal session, okay? Just so you don't think that this is a rebirthing session online, because it isn't. They are individual, they're much deeper, they're much more personal, and they are a really conscious, subconscious, spiritual, deep experience. This is more to give you just an idea of what it feels like to connect your breath, and at the same time to focus on a particular issue while you're breathing consciously, to give you a nice little flavour of it. So let's begin. You need to be sitting comfortably, because we're actually going to do this for nearly an hour. We'll have a bit of catch-up time at the end. But yeah, so this is going to be for nearly an hour. And it would be quite good to have something to record your ideas. So I don't know if you're a paper and pen person, or whether you're going to have your laptop or whatever to record, I don't know, your iPad, whatever. But if you do want to do that, then grab that now. It's not essential, because the work that you do when you're actually consciously connecting your breathing, it becomes integrated as you do it. That's one of the beautiful things about it. You don't actually need to talk at all. You don't actually need to remember what you've done, because the work is done internally. So the muscular work, the nerve work that's done and rebuilding connections is subconscious, and it's also lifelong. So once you've done it, once you've done the rebuilding, once you've explored it, then it's done. It's physically being connected, and you don't have to come back and do it again. It's permanent, which is really rather nice. Now, if you need support after the hour is over, please type in the box on the right of the screen. I think it's the right of yours as well, so that I can see that you need some sort of completion. This shouldn't cause people to go off at tangents, because I'm actually going to be guiding almost the whole time. There'll be a couple of minutes in the middle, but actually the process is completely guided. But if you do need to, and also come to the Facebook page at the end, Catherine Holland, Indestructible Soul. Just realised I've written the wrong thing there, so let's correct that. Come there at the end if you want to see what other people's experiences have been, share your own, or ask any questions. So there we are. Let's get to it. I'm going to move that aside. I'm going to have a quick check to see how people are getting on. And I've got to remember what I'm doing. I find Google Hangouts on air very challenging to keep track of. And having once stopped broadcast by mistake, I'm very wary of what I might be clicking on. So let's see if I can find, there's the original. You go down. I hope people have managed to join all right. I mustn't touch that button there, which is what I did last time, and it came all crashing down. Okay, so I'm going to begin And obviously, if you haven't managed to make it live, or if you want to do it all again, because it's really lovely, feel free to do so. What we're going to do is to go through a process which you can then use for any topic you like. So to begin with, having got yourself comfortable and having got your paper and pen or your laptop or your iPad, what I'd like to do is to ask you about one particular, hopefully discrete topic that you would like to air, that you would like to give some time and some focus to for this next, well, it'll be about 45 minutes now. And you may write it down if you wish. You may think about it, you may picture it, you may see how it feels, just to be aware of what it is that you're wanting to do. And now I'm going to describe the actual connected breathing in case you haven't done it or you don't know quite what I'm going on about. Rebirthing breathwork is consciously connected breathing. And connected breathing, we sometimes call it circular breathing, but what it means is that you breathe in and you breathe out quite deliberately without any pauses. And while that may seem very logical and very natural to you, you may not realise that a lot of the time we don't do this. A lot of the time, we hold a breath. In fact, about 50% of the time. I trust that I don't do that anymore, having done all the years of training I've done. But I know that sometimes I do still do it because I catch myself. And I know to remind myself to start to gently connect my breath again. So you may have done the 20 breaths exercise, and that's part of the incredible body and soul adventure that I'm running at the moment. You may not. You can find that also online if you'd like to look on YouTube later. But let's just go through a few breaths just to get you in the hang of it. So breathing in and out. You get the gist of that. You can breathe in and out through your nose or through your mouth. Stay to the same one. So if I'm breathing in and out through my nose, okay. Breathing in and out through your nose brings more of a head experience. Breathing in and out through your mouth brings more of a body experience, which sort of makes sense, really. You think about where the air is going. And breathing in and out through your nose will give you more of an ideas experience. Breathing in and out through your mouth will give you more of a visceral experience, but you can switch between the two. The only thing that we ask is that you stick with the same one. So if you're breathing in through your nose, you breathe out through your nose. If you're breathing in through your mouth, you breathe out through your mouth. But you can change between them. So if you come to a point where you've been breathing in and out through your nose and you'd like to breathe more air, then you can breathe through in and out through your mouth. It's absolutely fine. And the reverse is true. If you're breathing in and out through your mouth and you find that your body's beginning to tingle more than you're comfortable with, or you feel as though you want to calm things down a bit, or perhaps have ideas rather than feelings at that point, then you can breathe in and out through your nose. Okay, so I'm going to guide you to begin with to focus on your topic. So I hope that you've now thought about what you would like to be dealing with while you are breathing. Yeah, and that maybe you've written it down if you'd like to, so you can remember what topic you were dealing with. And then at the end, we'll have time for you to be able to record anything that came up in the session. You often have really good ideas while you're doing this stuff. So another reason for having some way of recording your ideas is so that you don't lose them. Because often when you are connecting your breath, it's a bit like dreaming. At the end of the session, it's all floated away. And it's really frustrating if you had a great idea. So if you're wanting to have an idea for your business, for your relationship, for your family, from where to live or where to go away or whatever it is you'd like to have an idea, a nice discrete plan for, write that down. And then as we begin to connect your breath, focus on the topic. So let's begin. I'd like to start with a few deep breaths. So let's do 3. Breathing in, I'm going to use my mouth. Okay, now continue. Continue with a level of breath that you're comfortable with. Breathing in and out, and in and out. Just keep your breath flowing. You can breathe right in up to your chest, breathe in your belly, breathe right up here, under your collarbone, up under your chin. You can breathe with your eyes closed, you can breathe with your eyes open, however you like. Just be comfortable, drawing your breath in and letting it flow out. In. Keep your breath flowing. It's not supposed to be hard work. If you find you're breathing rather fast, you can slow down. If you find it's too much, breathe through your nose instead. Guide yourself to a rhythm that feels good. So your lungs feel as though they're getting a really nice cleanse. So you feel as though you're breathing in more oxygen and you're letting go of more CO2 than you usually do, carbon dioxide. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. A lovely, gentle, flowing cycle that goes on and on and on. Just going to drink water. Become familiar with how it feels as you breathe in and out. Become familiar with the depth of the breath, where it feels comfortable. Feel the air travelling down your throat. You can feel it just as it goes into your lungs. And then after that, it's quite difficult to individually feel the breaths as they go right down to the bottom of your lungs. You can experiment with breathing more deeply if you would like to. You can experiment with breathing more quickly or more slowly, however you like. This time is really for getting familiar with the breathing itself. Breathing in and breathing out. And now the thing to do before we start to focus on your idea you wanted to focus on, what we're doing at the moment is focusing on our body, on our breath and the impact it's having. So as you are connecting your breath, you will begin to feel, first of all, probably a build-up of energy. You'll begin to feel a tingling or a slight buzzing, or maybe even a little fluttering, some muscular twitching, some feeling around your mouth perhaps, some feeling in your chest perhaps, or any area in your body that's had an injury at any time. That's quite common too. It's completely individual. So you focus on the things that you can feel, and you breathe, and you focus on whatever it is that you can feel the most, the biggest feeling is. And you keep breathing like that, in and out, and in and out. Really enjoy the feeling of aliveness that you get. You're breathing in oxygen, breathing out carbon dioxide, which is a waste product of the body. So you will begin to feel clearer, fresher. Enjoy that feeling. Enjoy the feeling of building it up. Building the energy up and up and up and up. Builds and builds. Do you begin to feel the focus, the muscular area where you've been feeling the tension? You begin to feel it quite strongly. You just keep breathing and it will all fade away. Bringing energy into your body, allowing the energy to flow around in your blood and the energy to flow around in the energy pathways in your body, and you can feel that build up, you can feel the richness of it, you can feel the luxury of it. Just breathe and breathe and allow yourself the time and the space, the energy and the oxygen to help your body to work at its very, very best. It's a lovely feeling. Lovely, lovely feeling. I've been doing this 25 years and it's still a lovely feeling. Breathing in. Okay. Now what I'd like you to do is to recall the issue that you had in mind. The issue that you perhaps wrote down. So bring that into your focus, into your mind. Have a think about it. Have a feel about it. Feel. Think. Now, having brought it into your body in a phase where you've raised your energy, does it feel different? Does the topic feel different? And imagine your ideal outcome. So, feeling the topic itself. Feel where in your body the issue lies. Feel any symptoms, any tension, where that topic is. Where do you carry it? Where does it feel comfortable? Where does it feel familiar? Just keep breathing with the topic. Keep breathing with the issue. Keep breathing with the thing that you wanted to focus on. Reminding yourself of what it is. In your mind, speak it out to yourself. Well, you can say it out loud if you like. I can't hear you, neither can anybody else. Okay, and to keep your breathing connected as you are thinking about the topic, as you are feeling the topic itself, whether it's a money issue, a business issue, relationship issue, family issue, keep breathing with it, breathing with your topic, deeply taking it in, allowing it to permeate you, allowing your wish going into the topic, breathing in, breathing out. Now allow yourself a few wishes about your topic. Imagine going with it. Imagine going with the topic into your ideal scenario with it. Imagine traveling into it. Imagine the whole thing. Imagine the perfection of it. Imagine the solution of it. Imagine how you will feel really penetrate into it, into the topic. It's your total focus just for this moment. Bringing all your energy to this one topic, just this moment. And all the while connecting your breath. In and out. Feeling your topic, feeling your issue, feeling your focus, breathing with it. Keeping your breath flowing, keeping it flowing. Imagine that you're breathing into the topic, breathing into the issue, breathing into it, bringing the oxygen and the energy to bring ideas, breathing into it deeply, going with it, breathing deeply, feeling the places in your body where it is. Keeping your breath flowing, keeping your breath flowing, in and out. Feeling the air travelling into your lungs, down your throat, in and out, in and out. Feeling it flowing, feeling your issue, feeling the topic you're focusing on, feeling your breath, empowering you as you breathe into it, breathing in and out, in and out, and in and out, and in and out. And now, moving on, building up that energy with your topic or issue, and begin to see some space around it. Begin to feel familiar with it. Begin to see it in the light. Begin to raise the brightness so that you can see, so that you can imagine that you have a solution to your problem, so that you have familiarity, so that you have a comfortable feeling, so that you're at peace with this issue. Keep breathing in and out as you raise your energy. And you begin to see the light. You begin to transform this issue. You begin to feel the blockage dissipating. You begin to feel that you have overcome it, that you've surmounted it, that you are above it. Breathe with that. Breathe with the solution. Breathe with allowing that to come. Breathe with it being comfortable. Breathe with it being okay to allow yourself to have ideas, to have ways to make it happen, to have answers, to have solutions. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, bringing the light. Breathing in, bringing space around it. Breathing in with peace. Breathing in, breathing out with peace. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Looking around you, seeing the light on the topic, seeing the light on the issue, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, seeing the picture or the dream or the solution as it's presented to you. See it now. See it coming to you. See the light shining on it. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am happy to see my solution. I am delighted to find an answer. I am on top of the world. I'm so happy with this. I feel so at peace. It all feels so easy now. I'm standing in the light. Do you have space for a miracle? Can you feel yourself transcending over your issue, over your problem, over the topic that you brought? Can you feel yourself getting lighter and lighter and brighter? Building up that energy. Building up the oxygen. Being ready for those ideas to flood in. Ready for the solution to come to you. Ready for the peace, space all around you. Being ready. Breathing in, breathing out. 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 And now I'm going to be quiet for 5 minutes for you to integrate your solution and to really feel it without me interrupting you. 5 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That was 5 minutes. Integration in quietness. And now for the next 5 minutes or so, what I'd like you to do is to write down and record any insights that you've had, any understandings that you've had. I'm not going to talk too much because I'm hoping that you've got some things you want to write down. I hope you've got plenty of things flooding out that you'd like to write down. Any feelings that you had, any bodily feelings that you had, maybe any pain that you remembered, any pictures you had. People who came to mind, anybody you need to talk to. What did you gather? I hope you remembered anything that was exciting, anything that was revealing, any realizations you had, any solutions or answers to any particular problem that you came with. And I'm just going to have a quick look at the Google Live page to see whether anyone has put up any questions about their experience. The group chat should be on the right. There's a blue symbol on the left, a messaging symbol on the left at the top, if it's not opening on your page. Just trying to see against the sun here. So now I'm hoping that you've had enough time to write down anything that you wanted to. And now what I'd like you to do for the next 5 minutes or so, maybe not that long, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, have a look at how these things apply in your daily life. Have a look at what you would like to do with what you've learned or seen, And then write down what you're actually going to do, what steps you're going to take. And again, I'm not going to talk too much so that you have a chance to do that. Perhaps you could look at the first thing you've written and you can say, what action would I like to take from this? And have a look at the next one. What was your next observation? What action are you going to take? And what would be really good there would be to say, when? When are you going to take that action? For each of the things that you've committed to doing. It's going to give you a couple more minutes to do that. Sun's gone down a bit so I can see now. Okay, so now have we got to the end of the actions that you wish to commit to, and saying when you're going to do them, when you're going to carry those actions out. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up now. Hopefully you've had an interesting and enjoyable experience of connecting your breath while being guided to focus on an issue that you would like to examine and find a solution to, which I hope has been a nice way to introduce you to the idea of feeling your breathing, connected your breathing, while focusing on something, noticing how you're feeling, without going into a breathwork session, which is about dealing with much deeper, much more emotional issues, and it's something that you do one-to-one with a rebirther, with a practitioner. I do it online actually, but even so, it needs to be with somebody's one-to-one attention. So now what I'm going to do is to move over. Now I'm going to remind you, by all means, to come over to the Facebook page, Catherine Holland, Indestructible Soul, where it would be lovely to hear about your experiences of what you learned, what you felt, what the breathing was like, any of those things. And of course, to ask me questions, anything that was unfinished business, anything you felt uncomfortable about, please ask me. I'm very happy to guide you through this because I would like you to find it a really useful technique and to really enjoy it. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink. Now, if you really, really enjoyed it, by all means, have a complimentary call with me to talk about using breathwork and creating your life without limits. You can do that by going to calendly.com/Catherine Holland, where you can book up a slot to speak to me. Calendly is CALENDLY.com. It's part of Google, it's part of the Google Plus thingy-jig. And there you can book up on my diary. And what I should do when I put the video onto YouTube, or underneath it, I will put some details which are a bit fiddly to talk about. So you can have a look under the video. You can find the information about my book, Rebirthing Breathwork, Creating an Independent Adult, which is a paper book. It's a proper print book, as well as a PDF or a Kindle. You can find a Kindle obviously on Amazon. You can find the paper book on Amazon as well. PDF you need to ask me about, and I can supply you with a copy of that. Payment is via PayPal for that. And I would love to have a call with you to discuss what you would like to do, where you would like to grow, which area of your life you would like to focus on. I'm planning another webinar probably Tuesday the 25th of August. It'll be in the middle of the day, 1:30 p.m. I try and shift them around so that people can come along and it fits in with wherever they are in the world, because I've noticed quite a few people have come to these things in Australia, and most of my webinars are at the wrong time, 4 o'clock in the morning, like this one. So if that's you now and you're listening to the replay, lovely to have you. Thank you for coming. And also, what I'd really like, since it's the first time I've done this, is for you to let me know what you thought, how it felt, what you liked, what you didn't like, whether you would like the next one to be the same sort of thing, another guided session, whether you would like it to be with a particular focus, because what I can do is I can guide a whole session about relationships or about money or whatever it is you would like. So if you were to go into the Facebook group, sorry, it isn't a group, it's my Indestructible Soul page. So it's a place where you can comment. So if you find, say, the webinar post that I put up earlier today, you could comment under there, and then I'll see it and I'll reply. But if you give me some ideas, that would be truly wonderful. I'd most appreciate it. And I'm aware that most of the people today have been intended to listen to the replay. So I am hoping that perhaps over the next few days, when you get to watch the replay, then you will come into Facebook and you will let me know how you felt. You can, of course, private message me if you had an issue that you'd like to talk through, or you can email me. My email address is catherine@catherineholland.co.uk. And I'm really happy to have you listening with me today. I'm really glad you came. Thank you very much. Look out for the next one if you enjoyed it, and see what we cook up next. This has been fun. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.